Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing with you some Lightwish goodies that were sent to me, and I can't wait because they include some really exciting things. They include a cold pressed 100% cotton watercolor sketchbook, a hot pressed 100% cotton watercolor sketchbook, a travel watercolor set, and 48 watercolors by Lightwish, which I'll be swatching today. If I swatched everything and showed you everything, it would probably take a very long time. So I'm going to concentrate today on these two products. The watercolor sketchbook, which is cold pressed, and the Lightwish watercolor palette, which has 48 colors in it. So I'll be basically testing their sketchbook and swatching their watercolors in their sketchbook. So first things first, let's open the Lightwish 48 color palette. It comes wrapped in this protective cloth, which is very much appreciated, and the colour of this palette is a lilac. I'm just going to tip it out so that you can see it. Just turn it round and let's open it. So it has a swatching card inside with all the colours and all the colour details. I must say that the writing is very small, and when I was looking at the pigment numbers on this, I needed a magnifying glass, but my eyes aren't that very good. So yeah, the writing is quite small, but it's really nice that I have all the information on just one card. It's very handy. And the palette itself, here it is, and it comes with a brush, with a mop brush. The colours came wrapped individually. However, for the preparation of this video, I actually unwrapped everything because I thought it would be taking quite a long time on video to do that. So they were individually wrapped. The colours look beautiful, I have to say. I have tried Lightwish colours in the past and I have really enjoyed them. So I'm very much looking forward to swatching these today. I'm going to now show you the watercolour sketchbook, which has this really nice velvety touch to it. It comes with a magnet in front for closing, so this is magnetic and this is magnetic. I'll take this off. It's a lovely colour as well. I love this kind of tan cognac colour. And inside we have this metal spiral which opens and closes. So you can actually add paper to it, which I find really handy. I have prepared my watercolour swatching layouts, which are on several pages, I think, because there are a lot of colours, and we'll be testing the paper to see how it responds to watercolour, as well as swatching the colours to see how they perform. So I'm just going to get my watercolour knickknacks in a row and I'll begin swatching in a bit. I'm back and I'll begin swatching. Our first colour is titanium white, which has the pigment number PW6. I just spritzed the colours with a little bit of water first, just to moisten them up, and I should be ready for swatching now. Titanium white won't show up on the camera at all, and as usual I forgot to draw the black line. Forgive me. One of these days I will remember. It looks quite opaque, however, from what I can tell on the page. The next colour, now this perplexed me a little bit when I was writing down the colours and their pigment numbers, because this colour looks like a Naples yellow. I'll show you. It looks like a Naples yellow on the pan. It's called Skin, and it's a pretty colour. However, what perplexed me was that its pigment number, both the informational card that came with it and the wrapper, said PY35. Now, PY35 is a cadmium yellow, and this doesn't look like a cadmium to me. So I'm just thinking maybe they just got the pigment number wrong, perhaps. It is, however, a really beautiful colour. I'm liking this paper. Next we have Naples Yellow Light, which has the pigment number PY53. This should be opaque. Yes, it feels very much opaque. And it's a cool yellow, very green leaning. Very green leaning. So the next colour is Permanent Lemon Yellow. Permanent Lemon Yellow, which has the pigment number PY3. Another very green leaning yellow. Wow, that is very green leaning. And quite opaque. The cadmium yellow medium is next, which is again PY35. I'm going to kind of dilute it. It's very sunny. I wonder if the skin colour is PY35 with white, and they just didn't include the white in it. Next we have Permanent Yellow Medium with a pigment number of PY65. Let's add a bit of water to this. Oh, that is pretty. I like that. I really don't use yellows that much, but when I find a yellow I like, I stick to it. Next we have Transparent Medium Yellow, which is PY150. Let's add a little bit of water. So many sunny yellows here. All these three, because they're warmer yellows, I really, really like them. Next we have Gamboge Yellow, which is again PY150. That's quite similar to the Transparent Medium Yellow. Wow, it is very similar. Yep. Next we have Indian Yellow, PY83. This looks in the pan quite orange. These are lovely and bright. And so far, quite a lot of them are single pigment colours, which are excellent for mixing. Though I'm debating if that is single pigment, the skin colour. Next we have cadmium orange yellow, PO20. This looks really juicy. Let's see. Wow, that is a very pretty orange. Wow. Okay, so this is cadmium orange, but it's PY150. Okay. This does not look like a PY150 to me. But, I mean, I really don't want to question the manufacturer, but okay, maybe they've done something to the PY150 to make it orange. I don't know at this point. Okay, so next we have permanent orange red, which is PO73. Which, oh, yeah, that looks very pyrrole orangey. Yes. Very nice. Next we have Scarlet, which is PR123. Adding a little bit of water to that to get the mid-tone. Oh, wonky. Always when I'm painting down low, I get wonky circles. It's a thing. Next we have Magenta, which is PR122. Chinese red is next, which is PR254. Trying to do a non-wonky circle here, failing miserably. Okay. Getting there. Okay, I am back and we have a new page and we're going to begin swatching the cadmium red, which is PR, I think that says 108. Can't read my own writing. I think that says 108. Yep, very much a cadmium. Can see some granulation. And see when it dries what it looks like. Rose red is next. This is PV19. Very cool PV19. Madder Red PR177. Quite dull, a dull red. Oh, but it looks like it's granulating. This paper, as I said, it's 100% cotton. It is 300 GSM weight. Its tooth is quite pronounced. It has quite a rough texture. No, I don't think it is granulating. We'll see when it dries. Violet, which is again PV19. Yes, similar to the rose red, but a deeper hue. Royal Purple is next, which is a combination of PV19 and PB29. So this has some ultramarine blue in it. Oh, that is looking nice. I had shied away from purples for a long time, and now for some reason I'm gravitating towards them again, but only certain kinds of purples. The warmer purples, although some cool purples can be really pretty. Very blue leaning purples. That looks really nice, and it has PB29, which is ultramarine blue, which means it could granulate a bit. PB23 is next, and it's called Permanent Violet. I think PB23 is dioxazine violet. Oh, that is a nice violet. Very similar to the Royal Purple. This is red leaning though, definitely. Really liking that. I can see almost some colour separation going on here. Some of the pink of the PB19 separating from the blue. French ultramarine is next. Let's see what kind of French ultramarine this is. Let's dilute that. Wow, that is one green leaning French ultramarine. Oh, the light's shifting a bit because it's getting cloudy. Let's see if that granulates. I think it's granulating. I can see some granulation going on here. We'll see. But that is just so cool for an ultramarine. Next we have Cobalt Blue, which is PB28. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, oh, that looks nice. and it looks like it's granulating. Really, really pretty. Oh, wonky, wonky circle. Okay. Indigo next, which is a mixture. It is PV19 with PBK6 and PB15. So it's got a violet, a black, and a blue in it. I'm kind of blown away with that French ultramarine. That is so green leaning. Wow. Indigo next, sorry. Going off on a tangent here. Oh, that looks nice. Blue. Oh. Okay. Oh, that is nice. That looks like an indigo, like a true indigo, even with it not being a true indigo. The hue is spot on, I think. Peacock blue is next, PB17. See, this looks like that colour, almost. Sea blue is next, which is PB15, column 3. Oh boy, it's getting cloudy. And I'm sorry about the light shifting. I'll try and adjust it after in editing. Yeah, these are really similar. Very similar. Prussian blue is next. Okay, Penny Grey is next, and that is PBK7. And let's see, this says it only has a black pigment in it. I was wondering if it might have blue in it as well, but no, this is black. Payne's Grey is next, which we always love Payne's Grey, which is PB15, PB29 and PBK9. Oh, that is lovely. Oh, that is really nice. And the last colour on this page is Turquoise Light, which says PB36. Okay, fresh page, new swatches. So now we're going to move on to Turquoise Deep, which is PG26. I would say that has white in it. PG26 is Cobalt Chromite Green, I think. Very pretty colour. Next we have Malachite Green, which is a mixture of PB17 and PY101. I don't know what PY101 is. Must look that up. That looks like a phthalo, very phthalo-y. Emerald green next, which is a PG7, and this is a phthalo. It's a phthalo green. Quite similar. This is more yellow leaning, that is more blue leaning. Next we have Hooker's Green Brilliant, which is PG17. Next we have Olive Green, which has PG36, PY12, PR101 and PW5. So 4 pigments in this. Let's see what the mix looks like. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. From what I can see on the palette. Tree Green. Next, PG36, PY12, PR101 and PW5 again. So the same, but probably different amounts of each pigment in there. Very bright. Permanent Green is next. This is PG36 with PY74. Next we have Yellow Green, which is PG36 again with PY74. There, oh wow. Whoa, yeah. Very bright. Now this colour, Lemon Sienna, when I read the name, I was immediately intrigued. I love siennas. So Lemon Sienna, I'd never heard of before. This is a PY42. So this is exciting to swatch. Whoa, that is very pretty. And Yellow Ochre, which I kind of assumed this would be an ochre from the PY42. The Yellow Ochre has PY42 again as a pigment number. That is so lovely. That is a lovely ochre. Oh my goodness, I really like that. That is such a pretty ochre. Naples yellow next with the pigment number PBR24. Very brown leaning Naples yellow. Raw umber is next, which is PBR7. We have a visitor. Oh, what? Okay. Whoa. That is a very yellow raw umber. I am not disliking the colour, but I am blown away by the colour. As in, I wasn't expecting that. My goodness, that is very yellow. Okay, next we have umber, which is PBR7 mixed with PR101. Yeah, I mean, I can see on the palette that it looks like a burnt sienna. It's a beautiful colour, but not what I would think of as umber. That is such a beautiful burnt sienna. That is a really pretty burnt sienna, but not what I would, again, think of as an umber. Pozzuoli red is next, and that is a PR101. PR101, the chameleon of colours. Oh, that is nice. Nice texture. Next we have Van Dyke Brown, PBR7. Very nice. Oh, this is interesting because I can see, again, colour separation, little black particles in it. Okay, so now I'm going to have to wait for this to dry, and we're going to do our final page, which is only 3 colours, and then we'll also test the brush and see how it performs. I'm back to swatch our final 3 colours, and then I'm going to test the brush that came with the palette. And our first of the final 3 colours is Burnt Sienna, which looks like umber, and it is PBR7. I think I had this with another palette. I don't know if it was Paul Rubens or Lightwish. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember swatching the umber and it looked like a burnt sienna, and swatching a burnt sienna and it looked like an umber, I think. Yeah, it looks like an umber to me. And it's a very pretty one. Very yellow leaning. But this is just my opinion. It's what I'm used to. Like, burnt siennas look like the umber in this palette, and the umbers look like what is the burnt sienna in this palette. Next we have burnt brown. Nice. That is nice. PBR7 is the pigment number. And our last colour is Ivory Black, which is PBK9. Okay, oh, that is having a little bit of an effect on the paper, like a little bit of granulation. So now I'm going to test the brush, which is a mop brush. I'm going to test this brush with some of this burnt brown. Well, it feels very full, but quite soft. Oh, let's see what it looks like. Quite nice. Let's see how fine a tip we can get this. Quite fine, quite impressive. So you can get a variety of marks with this brush, and it feels like it can hold a lot of water. I don't know if it's got a number on it. No, it doesn't. It just says Lightwish. It doesn't have a number. But it's quite soft, and when it comes to doing very fine lines, you can achieve it with this brush. So yeah, quite nice to hold as well, nice weight. I have small hands and it fits nicely in my hand. So yes, it's a nice brush. I'm back and everything has dried, and I've gone back to our first page, and I just want to give you my thoughts on this palette. So overall, all the colours have been really pigmented, like really nice bright colours and very easy to lift. There are a couple of exceptions. I think one was Prussian blue, turquoise light, and also, if I remember correctly, the hookers green brilliant. These were a little bit lacking. Also the turquoise deep, I would have assumed it to be a deeper colour, but it felt like it had white in it. Anyway, other than that, the colours are really nice and pigmented. Easy to lift. They glide smoothly on the paper. So I'm really impressed with that, especially at their price point. These are really affordable. I think I looked them up and they're about $47.99 on Amazon US, and they have 48 colours in this palette. So there are less than $1 each if you take into account the palette itself and the brush as well. So that is a really good price for watercolours. They have some really pretty hues. I'm not one for the colour orange, but I really like these juicy oranges. Juicy oranges, not the fruit, the juicy orange colours that they have. Really like this royal purple. The blues, that is another thing I was going to come to. The blues, they are quite similar, like these two are really similar in colour. The cobalt blue was really nice. The French ultramarine I have questions about. Either it's a really green leaning ultramarine, or that this has phthalo, a phthalo colour added into it, in my eyes. This doesn't mean I'm correct. I'm just saying what I see Please feel free to correct me in the comments, because this is just one person's opinion. The other colours here, like the greens, the Hooker's green, yes, quite lacking in vibrancy. The other greens, like phthalo usually. The olive green is really interesting. The lemon sienna is very interesting. The umber, the umber always makes me giggle because it reminds me of burnt sienna, and the burnt sienna reminds me of umber. They don't have a lot of granulation, the earth colours. They're nice hues. I love this yellow ochre, really pretty colour. And they're really nice hues, but there isn't a lot of granulation to the earth colours, so they're kind of finely ground, which some people really enjoy. They enjoy not to have a lot of granulation in their colours. Overall, I think it's a great palette. As someone who is a bit of a pigment nerd, I have a few questions about the pigment numbers, but that's just me. And the sketchbook I really like. It has a really nice feel to it. I like that you can add pages to it, which I will be doing. The paper is really nice. This is 100% cotton paper, and it is 300 GSM, and I looked again at the price on Amazon US, and this is $21.99, which is a really good deal for 100% cotton watercolor paper. I'll be leaving in the description below the video the links to both the watercolors and the sketchbook, and Lightwish have also given us a discount code which you can use to purchase these goodies. If you've been here a while, you know what I'm going to say now. I'm going to tell you about hope and never to let go of it. Please, whatever is going on, however dark things are, no matter how heavy is your heart, we are all bound together by hope. We lift each other up, and we hold on to hope that things will get better and brighter days will come. I love you guys. Keep safe, keep creative. Till next time. Bye-bye for now. Bye. Bye.